Gambling with our lives. That's the theme for today. The governments of the world and their consumer economy masters are playing fast and loose with our lives, and during this lockdown, whilst held captive to our only reasonable form of communications, we are being spoon-fed mainstream media BS. Television, when we do happen to turn in boredom to a plethora of second-rate sitcoms and rehashed cookery programs, is filled with advertisements, with seemingly every second ad an online gambling portal, eager to relieve you of more and more of your meagre earnings, funded by government-sponsored loans to businesses and bailout packages which will ultimately have to be repaid. HMRC has every detail it requires to guarantee it will receive those loans. But here is the kicker. Whilst the nation remains a captive audience to mind-numbing puerile gambling, the tax system has you actively in its sights. Why do I say this? For those 1% who effectively may win a windfall on those gambling sites, 99% are subsidizing their addictions. So the bored, captively harassed nation has been subjected to yet another form of incarceration. We are effectively a nation held in a frozen state of ineffectualism, caught between the devil and the deep blue sea, in a suspended state of sterility, hidden from view just like the invisible enemy, that virus that has captured our imaginative, fear-based minds with statistics and garbled messages from a mainstream media that is none the wiser than the very people they hold captive. The statistics that are thrown at us say that of the 10 million under 15 population of the UK, 2 children have died. That is 0.02% to those who hanker after detail. The chance of contracting and then dying of COVID-19 quadruples for every decade of the population. But the important statistics they are keeping from us is that if you are over 75, black, Asian, or of migrant ethnic extraction, your chances of surviving are brutally slim. Interestingly, this is not the target population for a consumer industry hard at work to fleece you of more of your savings or hard-earned income. Even the vast swathe of funeral insurances are not aimed at the most targeted victims of this pandemic. A medical-free application for insurance only targets the younger and the healthier demographics of the nation. Think about that for a moment. The very people who are held in such high regard at this time in history, with only a handful of VE Day veterans still alive after the last World War, have a 10,000 times higher chance of submitting to COVID-19. And yet, they are the most disenfranchised of its victims. History will show that globalism and the push to create a monolithic, monstrous world economy caused the greatest genocide of our retirees. HMRC stands to profit handsomely from this pandemic as more and more estates are wound up and inheritance taxes are paid. But to the fading memory of those caught up in that last World War, this World War III may prove a bridge too far.